kill the guy back there. Battlefield 6 is here. Let's give a rare W to EA and another W to DICE and the dev team. They actually listened to the player base and gave us a return to form for the franchise. Battlefield 6 has everything a Battlefield veteran like myself and newcomers enjoy, and the gameplay is smooth, so let's get into the good things about Battlefield, what we like, what we need, and maybe the stuff that we do not need. Let's talk about the launch of Battlefield. In every Battlefield game I have played, the launch was the worst part. Constant crashing, crazy bugs, lag spikes, connectivity issues. Battlefield 3 to Battlefield 1 experienced these issues and they were not fixed right away. I remember playing Battlefield 4 all the way back on my Xbox 360. I know. And it took the devs months to bring it to a playable level when I upgraded to the One and PC. Battlefield 5 launch was even worse, and I put the franchise down for a bit, started playing Siege. Then Battlefield 2042, the Battlefield that was supposed to be a Battlefield 6 before Battlefield 6, was an absolute worst launch I've ever seen. You couldn't even move your player back and forth correctly half the time. You might spawn underneath the map. Your full loadout and guns and vehicles will be set back to default. It was a complete and utter disaster and disgrace to the franchise name. But Battlefield 6 trailer dropped and the fans were excited. Even the roar of "do not pre-order Battlefield 6" was trending, and it felt like a lot of Battlefield veterans have seen this before, have returned to the franchise that just for a bad launch to ruin your day and a buggy mess to make it even worse. I'm happy to report that this might be the best Battlefield launch I've ever experienced in this franchise. Now, the game isn't perfect. There are a lot of bugs, and to be honest, it's still a lot of fun and worth experiencing. The dev team is really active early too, it seems, because they've already made some changes and they have said more are coming, especially, with the XP boost in lobbies and all that. So as far as the launch goes, bravo DICE, bravo. When it comes to gameplay, this is Battlefield in its most refined form. It's absolutely a cinematic experience and tons of fun, even more so with friends. The weapons are fun to use and customize, and all the stuff is pretty cool. Vehicles are fun to use and overpowered if you know how to handle them. Thankfully, we have a lot of new players and they don't have a grasp on the vehicles yet. I've already seen some attack helicopters dominate lobbies and kinda had me in a Battlefield 4 flashback 200 kill streak chopper gunner lobbies. Oh God. The weapons do have a major drawback, and that is the bloom they've added. I hear a lot of the community doesn't like it, but it's not so terrible. I can still get kills and hit shots. One thing to note of importance is the sniper rifles. If you use a sniper on any class that isn't recon, for some reason, I don't know why, your shots will miss sometimes, even if they're dead center on your target, especially if they are headshots. We haven't heard from the devs on this yet on why it is this way, and if it's also true for the other weapons and other classes like assault rifles for engineers or support if they have a bigger bloom. But we'll just have to see. But for sure, the sniper rifles are not good at any class other than recon. Another point of contention is weapons are not being class locked. As a Battlefield veteran, I do not like this, but after the beta and playing since launch, I gotta say, it's not all bad. And, let people use whatever guns they want. I'm still going to kill them. I'm still better than them, so it doesn't really matter. Moving into the classes themselves, I have to say I don't like it too much. Assault is no longer the medic class. Supports are medics and ammo now. Talk about essential. Engineers are the same as they've always been, except instead of spawning with 6 rockets, they only get 3. And at 25 damage against a tank for each rocket, engineers are no longer able to take out a tank by themselves so easily. You need an ammo bag with at least the base perk to stack 5 rockets to take out a tank, or 3 rockets in a Rambo strategy to run down the tank and with a blowtorch. Support is the crazier one because now you're able to revive, give ammo, and health in one class, and it's kind of a lot of responsibility. And the new players of Battlefield, like Half of them have turned into Desmond Doss, where they just revive you all the time, and the other half have turned to John Wick, where they just leave you dead and go kill as many people as they can. Recon is still recon. You get C4 still, you get a sniper and a motion sensor, which is pretty clutch. You also get a rangefinder, which if you go into your settings, you can set the rangefinder to match your scope. So whatever you're aiming at, you have no bullet drop, which is super boring. I mean, why wouldn't you want a challenge in sniping? It's really that moment in sniping where you get a headshot from like 150 meters to 200 meters out, even though there's no 200 meter maps really, except Firestorm. It's a I am better than you moment in Battlefield. Why would you not want that? Why would you not want to have that challenge? I don't know. That's just me though. Now, what does Battlefield need? I would say maps, but we're getting a new map in Season 1 of the Battle Pass, and I would like to go further on that subject after we get new maps. We definitely need bigger maps in Battlefield. They're a little condensed, and for 64 players, we're gonna need some more space to work with. It seems like every time I kill somebody, there's about 4 people right behind them, and they're not even in the same squad. It's just so condensed and very small nooks and crannies and people hiding, and just need a little bit bigger maps and more vehicle-based maps. That would be perfect. Other than that, I think all we need is the devs to continue what they're doing with Battlefield Sticks, stay active in the community, keep updating the game, keep that open line of communication, and keep rebuilding the goodwill they are restoring into the Battlefield community. Honestly, I never thought I would see the day that DICE is one with the community on this, and please just keep it up. No flashy skins, no celebrities in the game, just good old objective-based Battlefield gameplay, and I love it. I want to put it on a plate and take a bite. What does Battlefield not need? Well, I don't want to say it, but we do not need a Battle Royale. For the love of God, I've seen so many streamers say the Battle Royale will carry this game and that they cannot wait. What a load of bullshit. Have you ever played this game? Are you not entertained? Why does every modern game need to be a Battle Royale? BF5 had Firestorm, a Battle Royale, and that was a complete dumpster fire. No pun intended. I know streamers need these Battle Royale games to keep the cash flowing, but honestly, your fans that like you for who you are, it shouldn't matter what game you play or what. You should be able to move on and try different things, and keep your core fan base. I mean, look at Macy J. He hates playing Siege, and he has Battlefield as an outlet now. So do I. So no, I don't think we need a Battle Royale for this game, but I'm open to like new game modes like in Nasha Strike in Battlefield 4. We had Carrier Assault, which was the best game mode in Battlefield in my experience, and to me, in my subjective opinion. You play out a match of Conquest on a regular map, and then whoever wins the Conquest, the game switches to a rush mode, and you attack the carrier that carries their spawn. You attack their spawn, and you play rush in their spawn, and then that's how you win the game. I mean, who needs a Battle Royale when you can have that? But what's done is done. I think they're bringing a Battle Royale to the game, and I hope it's good for the people who want it, but Battlefield doesn't need it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and sub, and for more videos, I'll see you next time.